Welcome back, guys, to the final hour here of week 21 of Roleplay Mirrorshades. Adam, what's going on?
Well, Breakdown has just had a breakthrough, and you at least have a lead on the drug dealer, the doctor, who might have been working with Javier Flores, selling him BTL chips, and might know more about where he is. So yeah, I want to know what lead you guys want to follow up. What do you want to do from here?
Well, we have contact information for Dr. Hotshot? Like what?
No. You just know he belongs to the gang. Yeah.
How extreme was our warning about him again?
We didn't get a warning about him. We got a warning about the Aztechnology.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Fast Jack was like, Aztec's a bad deal. Keep your shit on lock. You're in trouble.
I would rather that we go after the hotshot lead than get involved with the blood mages.
I mean, Hotshot's an individual you don't take lightly, and if he says whatever you thought you owned, it's gone now, that's how we have to go forward. So any lead we can take is a lead worth taking. Let's do it.
Cool.
Okay.
Are there elves that go like, I'm sure there are elves that go like the cybernetic route?
Oh yeah. Not all elves have magic.
Hashtag not all elves. Sorry, it's just such an easy joke. Okay. Cool.
An elf was a dick to me. Hey, look, not all elves are dicks, okay? Some of us are nice. Okay.
So what do we need to do to try to contact this guy?
Well, you'd probably be the one who could find them the easiest, right?
I mean, they're kind of that they operate in the neighborhood near that apartment building. These guys are like when I'm talking about gang, I don't mean like little neighborhood gang. I mean like Hell's Angels size gang. They operate in every major city. They're around.
Are they as easy to find?
Yeah, probably. So you'd be able to recognize one. You've seen their gang sign before. Maybe you treated like a gunshot victim or something. They all wear the same stuff. They wear black and green leather jackets. And on their back, their symbol is the stylized circle A, but it's red, or it's green and black rather than red. And they generally all kind of have a uniform look. They have some kind of extreme hairdo. Again in green and black. They have colors, so not too hard to find members of the gang.
Well, I mean, I suppose we could just go out and look for these folks, try to get a connection with Dr. Hotshot. If we know where he operates, we can take the van out.
Yeah, or Breakdown, if you want to make a circles roll, you could just say someone who's in the Ancients.
Right. I have no circles, so sure. Yeah, let's try that. I've never rolled circles before.
What?
Yeah, just like a former patient. Maybe the person that, because what they dress like, is you treated someone before. Maybe you
Maybe I treated somebody and he was like, "Hey man, if you need something, you give me a call." That's
yeah, totally. I can't pay you right now, but yeah, you need anything. Okay, cool. Yeah, make a roll. I'm gonna say target number 3.
So since I have no circles, it's 1 die, right?
Yeah.
You know what though? If you get it, then your circles becomes 1.
Right.
Actually, is it 1 right now? Is it becomes 2?
I got it!
Oh my god!
I fucking nailed it!
You can't have a 0 circles, right?
Yeah, it just starts at 1.
It starts at 1. That's why mine's
so
2.
technically now your circles is 2.
Yeah.
There you
Yay.
go. Those goes up to 2. Good job. Okay, so does this person have a name? Tell us some more about this gang member, this ancient that you know.
What would his name be? I'm not well versed on
Okay.
the elf naming mechanics in this game.
Well, I mean, elves. It depends. If you're like a hardcore elf and you're born in like tier 10 gear or whatever, you probably have a name that's in Sperethiel that nobody can pronounce except other elves. And so
Right.
you probably do that thing where you're like, okay, well, everybody can call me whatever, like Steve, you know. Yeah, I was gonna call him Marcus, but that's also fucking confusing. Let's say his name is Julian.
Okay.
You don't know his last name.
Oh God, we both have such pretentious names. Sorry to any Marcellans or Julians in the chat right now.
Yeah.
they're just very pretty sounding names.
Yeah, Julian.
Okay, Julian. He's in maybe a low tier ancient.
Oh yeah, he's like a street guy. Like he probably just got into the gang. Actually, let's make it a lady. Let's make it Julia.
Julia,
Yeah.
the lady ancient.
Yeah, badass lady biker.
Okay. So I know someone who is in the Ancients. I treated her in the clinic, but what do I tell her? Like, do I just say we're trying to find Hotshot? That seems a little too...
I mean, does she owe you a favor? Like, I mean, we're trying to find Javier, but we know that Dr. Hotshot supplies Javier. So,
Right.
you know, maybe it's even the layer under Dr. Hotshot. So we just need to find the layer that deals with Javier Flores.
Okay. So what do I say?
I think you say, you know, that favor that you owe me. I need to find out some information on Javier Flores, who you happen to supply.
Okay. Okay. So I pick up the phone.
Okay.
I call her.
Okay. Cool. The phone probably, like the hand piece of the phone probably has like a cloth like elastic banded to it, so you don't have to touch
at
it.
the beginning of the time skip, Bon Bon said that she had replaced all the phones in the house with phones that had no plastic in them.
Okay. Cool.
Plastic.
All right. So the phone rings a couple of times, and somebody picks up and very quickly says something in Sperethiel that it takes you a second to process. That they're like speaking words, but you haven't heard. I don't think you've had a conversation in Sperethiel in a really long time.
I can like barely speak Sperethiel.
Yeah. So yeah, they like Sperethiel is spoken like quickly and with a lot of sounds kind of like quickly at once, and then it's very sort of like lyrical sounding, like it's a little like maybe like Icelandic, maybe a little like Welsh, and then so they greet you. Basically, like the direct translation is a very formal like speaker whose name I do not know. I greet you. Please tell me what it is that your name is, so that I might greet you more correctly.
In sort of like broken but also very formal Sperethiel, I respond and say, "Hello, it is lovely to speak with you again. My name is Breakdown. I treated you a month back for an injury, and I was wondering if I could call upon you."
Okay. She replies again, very like, because Brethiel is super formalized. The reply is basically like, I acknowledge the connection from our past that we share, and thank you for reaching out to me and getting in touch. In recognition of our shared bond, I wish to engage in further conversation with you. Would it be appropriate for me to change into the third mode of speech so that we might have this conversation more quickly and in a more vulgar way?
I say, if it is not displeasing to you, I would very much appreciate your assistance in conversing with me.
So to everybody else in the room, it sounds like Breakdown is singing into the phone. Yeah,
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
yeah, like a very like, and honestly, like, not, and like, it's easy to be like, haha, singing into the phone, but like, you're all like having a feeling. Like, listening to Sparethiel does that to non-elves. Like, you feel a little like a little misty, a little like, kind of like there's something funny happening, like, in your guts. And so when you return the proposition, she switches into the vulgar argot, and it's mostly like made up of Sparethiel slang words and a mix of like English. And so that's when you can actually have like a real-time conversation with her, because conversations in Sparethiel take hours.
Right.
Because you're elves, you got all the fucking time in the world.
Yeah.
So she
I'm not
switches
gonna die
into
anytime soon.
Exactly. So she switches into the vulgar argot and is like, and yeah, basically just like, Breakdown. Good to hear from you. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I was hoping that I could ask you for a favor.
A favor? What for?
So there's a man that I'm looking for, and I need some information about him. Apparently, you might have, well, supplied him.
Is that so? Me personally, or the ancients, you mean?
The ancients, yes.
I mean, I don't know much more outside my turf, but I mean, shoot.
It's a man named Julian Flores, and I don't know if you know anything about him, or if there's someone you could put me in touch with who would give me more information, but I would really appreciate it. Anything you know.
I mean, maybe. Can you tell me more about that? Is he a drug addict? Is he looking for guns?
We know that... I'm so sorry. Hold on just a second. And I like put my hand on the phone and look at Bonbon, and I was like, can I tell her that he's being pursued by the Aztecians?
I mean, just tell her that we need to get in touch with this person. Just say dangerous individuals.
Okay. Like, get back on the phone and say he's somebody that we are trying to collect as a job, and he's
Hey,
being
when you say collect, do you mean like pick up because he's in trouble, or do you mean like kidnap because he's worth something to you?
pick up because he's in trouble. Yes. He's being pursued by some dangerous individuals, and we believe that you or anyone associated with you might have been in contact with him right before he disappeared. So any information that we can get is wonderful.
You got any more to go on? I mean, connection with the ancients, what a big organization.
Well, I know that he was using BTLs, and I know that I tell her like the address, the area that he was in.
Right. Well, that's probably Hotshot then. But when she says Hotshot, the actual, like, she uses his Sparethiel title, and it actually means he who conjures illusions which cannot be escaped.
Elves, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. So she gives this like long-winded title. It takes like 6 or 7 minutes for her to get all the syllables out. And then and she's like, and she's like, does that sound familiar?
Oh yes, absolutely. I don't know how easy it is to get in contact with him, but anyone who works closely with him who might know something, anything you can give us or help us with.
Oh, I think I can make a connection if you want. He won't talk to you over the phone though. Have to be in person.
That's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
Right. Okay. And who'll be there? I mean, how many?
4 most likely. But it can be less if that's better.
And then again, she switches to formal Sperethiel, and she basically says like, I apologize for the awkwardness of this statement and respect the potential emotional impact it may have upon you, and apologize for that as well. However, it's important that I make the distinction that this conversation is sensitive, and that the question that I have to ask you is of a sensitive nature. Are you prepared to answer it, and do you accept the potential upset that may come from this conversation?
Like, yes, I am prepared to answer your question.
So she's like, right, so y'all elves are what?
I chuckle and I say, that would only be me. And if that's a problem, it can just be me.
I mean, it's not a problem exactly, but just be aware Hotshot's a bit of an asshole. I mean, we all are, but he's especially.
All right, thank you for the heads up. Sure.
Hey. Is that all?
Yeah, you've been so great. How will you get in contact with me? Or give me the information?
May not be me. Someone will call you. I got your number now.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking with me.
She switches into the formal argot and says, this conversation, small and limited though it may be, was a positive impact on the story of my life, and one that I will remember going forward. I hope to continue having conversations such as this one in the future with you. If you would like to do that, please, you know how to reach me, and you are welcome to contact me in any way you wish in the future.
I hope Breakdown like hung up in the middle of that. Like click.
Oh, that would be a bad move.
That would be really
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, you do not hang up on an elf mid-word.
I respond and say, I have very much enjoyed this conversation, and I understand that your time is very valuable, and I appreciate that you have spent your time with me and have offered to do so again in the future. And may you have a very wonderful and amazing rest of your day.
And so
Is
the
that
traditional.
Is it just all that
Seriously,
happens in the next 30 minutes?
You're all
Change?
elves now. So yeah, the conversation that went on forever. So there's a closing to a conversation in Sperethiel that's basically a duet. Like you both speak at once and recount, like specifically like, so ends the conversation between, and you give your full Sperethiel name if you have one. May Gloria be unto the homeland, and you say where you're from. And then that's the end, and the conversation ends simultaneously. So there's like a short, like little duet,
Okay.
and then you hang up. So yeah, everybody else in the room, you just heard, Breakdown basically like singing into the phone back and forth. Occasionally, it sounded more like speaking than singing, and you picked out words like proper nouns you caught there. Anything that was in English, like Javier Flores, which I guess isn't in English, but you know what I mean. Non-Sperethiel words, and then. There's just like it comes to an end, and then the call's over.
Okay. I hang up, I turn around, and I look like really satisfied. And then realize simultaneously that no one else has any idea like how the conversation went necessarily.
Yeah,
Say,
basically.
so she is willing to set up a meet, essentially, between us and Hotshot, but it has to be in person. I told her there would be 4 of us. She said that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. We do need to be prepared for him to be a little bit, weird with non-elves, so all of you. But hopefully he'll be willing to talk with us. She's going to do her best. She seemed very confident.
All right. I mean, that sounds great. So, when do we meet?
She said that she might not be the one to contact us, but someone will, and they'll call this phone.
So we're waiting on our ancients contact, and we're waiting on Fast Jack.
Well, Fast Jack's not going to get back to you. That's the end of Fast Jack. But like
Oh wait,
Shadowland,
who was I waiting for? Oh yeah, the
Shadowland in
That's what I
general.
meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shadowlands. Okay.
Yeah.
Waiting for the Shadowlands.
Well, okay,
I'm
so
not-
that conversation took probably like 3 hours.
Wow.
So if yeah, so if if anybody else in the room wanted to do other stuff while that was happening, you're definitely welcome to. So
I
if you
was
want to check in on
actually-
Shadowland or that kind of thing.
Personally, I was actually waiting on the couch the whole time, like with my hands on my lap, just like patiently waiting.
You got to make a remix the conversation. All right. Have you, Crusher, do you have any like prep that you've been doing? Have you been like reaching out to anybody or like trying to get like connections on this stuff? Because you can do that as well, obviously.
I mean, I would say I only do what I only take orders from Bonbon, right? So
Sure.
if I'm not told what to do, then I don't do anything.
Okay.
And I guess like Bonbon would know that, right? I don't do that as a way of
Okay.
being
so,
an
but, like,
annoyance or whatever. But yeah, Bonbon
Yeah.
would like know that I need orders or directive.
okay. So Bonbon, did you have Crusher look into anything for you or?
I mean, I suppose it would make sense to have Crusher maybe just do a look into Dr. Hotshot as well.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess Crusher, you got some gang
Yeah,
connection.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I guess I haven't really kept up with them in the past year though. But yeah, like whatever that gang was called, the
Kingsgate Boys.
Kingsgate Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I could call them up.
Okay.
Do I need to roll circles for that?
Yes, but you get an extra die because you're reaching out to the same
Okay.
people again.
Target number
What
4.
was his brother's name? Maurice or Maurice's cousin, Deshaun?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
What target number?
Yeah, target's 4.
2 successes.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, Deshaun is definitely still taking your phone calls. Okay, cool. So you get on the phone while Breakdown is singing. And you get through to Deshaun. There's the sound of like some like maybe TV in the background. Like there's some shouting occasionally. And Deshaun picks up the phone. He's like, "Yo,
Hey, is this Deshaun?
yeah, hang on." And then you hear him like muffle the phone and like shout something, and then there's like the sound of like people listening to a sports event getting really riled up, and then like like something exciting didn't happen, and he gets back on the phone. He's like, "Sorry, watching the Brawl game. What's going on?"
No, no problem. Who's winning right now? I can't catch the game. I'm too busy listening to someone sing. Just like turn around. Yeah.
He's like, "It's just a local game. Kirkland's kicking our ass again."
Ah, that's too bad. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you recognize the voice or you're just being friendly, but this is Crusher. You remember me?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, good. No, I just didn't know. I didn't know. Hey, we're looking for some info, and I figured you might know some stuff. 1 second, though, because I completely forgot everything that I was supposed to call you about. I just like put the phone to my ear. Like, Bonbon, what is the name? Who are we looking for? Can you just the quick and dirty?
Javier Flores is the guy we're looking for.
Okay, all right, that's right. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Javier Flores. He's running with some Mexicans here in the town. We need to try to find him. I give him the apartment details. We found him over at the this apartment complex, but that was a week ago or so. I think was the last time someone saw him.
So yeah, he waits and he listens to the details you give him, and he's like, that's not our territory. It's a little upscale for us. Plus the Seder Krupp cops are, yeah, these guys are rough. I think Ancients run up there, right?
Yeah, we've reached out to them already, but I was just working the case, seeing if I can get anything else.
Yeah. I mean, we leave the Ancients alone. There's a fucking lot of them. But I mean, like I said, that's a bit out of our reach there.
Well, your brother, you still talking with Maurice? How's the family relations going?
Yeah, Maurice is doing pretty good for himself.
Yeah, we actually, I think the rest of the crew was out there earlier today. He's up on the 23rd floor apparently.
It's a fuck of a lot better than where I'm living. And then you hear him like shouting, like, "No, get the fuck down from there!" And you hear a dog barking.
It's like yeah,
fucking dogs, man. Jesus Christ.
yeah, that's too bad. Hey, we'll have to catch up though. I got to keep working the case. So if you don't have any information, I'm gonna have to let you go, Deshaun.
Yeah, look, I'll ask the boys.
Okay, all right, yeah. Just reach me at just give me a call back at this number.
All right.
All right, have a good day, Deshaun. Thanks for picking up. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, Boban, he ain't got nothing. I don't expect a call back.
All right. Well, we have to go after every lead that we possibly can. I guess we're somewhat in waiting mode then.
Well, do you want to check? It's been a little while since you posted the information.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If it would be that time, let's do it.
Okay. All right. So you load up the post, and this time there's a lot less. There are less responses because it's a smaller board, but they're more serious. So there's a couple of back and forths about like people being like, "Do you mean this Flores?" And then it's like the first one's like a guy who died a few months ago, but it's obviously not the guy. He's like 70. But somebody pulls up one report. They're like, found this in the Aztec like public's in big sarcastic quotes like public employee database, and it lists a Javier Flores, former resident of I think San Juan. They said wherever he was from originally. But it says that he's working on a project in the agriculture department. Something to do with like genetic engineering, and there's a list there of like coworkers, and it looks like he was partnered with a Dr. Rebecca Alvarez for most of his early research work. Her name comes up a bunch in his like dossier.
Rebecca what?
Rebecca Alvarez.
And do we know anything? Is there any other information about this individual? Or the project, the name of the project, or anything?
Alvarez is an... I gotta look up this scientific discipline to make sure I get it right. Yeah, Alvarez is an entomologist. There's a bio on her. She's an entomologist from Teotihuacan, I think is the name of Mexico City now. She was just working on this project with him.
Okay.
Alvarez.
I suppose I private messaged that user who posted that and said, you know, any additional information you have on Rebecca Alvarez would be incredibly helpful.
Okay. I wonder. None of you have it's like any science skill, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, no. I have physical sciences.
I have biology too. Why do I have that? I have biology too.
Yeah, I have
That
physical
helps.
science. 4.
Okay. Well, biology would definitely help. You don't need to roll,
Well,
but you don't know this. But I mean, you'd have to tell her that.
Well,
Or
of
him.
course, I let everyone know. Like, listen, I got some leads on the Shadowland. Apparently, there was this Javier was been working with Dr. Rebecca Alvarez.
I've been corrected. It's pronounced Alvarez.
Well, I don't care. I still say Alvarez. And it's an entomologist. An entomologist. Do you know what that is? Breakdown?
It's a bug scientist, right?
Yeah, it sure as fuck is.
I'm like, yeah, I've been reading about bugs like all day. It's a bug scientist.
Well, apparently our Javier Flores has been working with this Rebecca Alvarez, the entomologist, and She's from Mexico City. They've been working on this project together. Perhaps she's a lead. We can try to find out more information. So let's circles time, everybody.
Oh gosh.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, hold on though. So before you get to do anything else, you get a like I guess a beep. You get a beep on your phone, and it just lists a time and an address.
I get a beep on my phone.
Scrolling by. Yeah.
And I have no idea where it comes from.
No, the number's blocked. But you were expecting to get like back.
Yeah, it's probably from the ancients.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a time and an address to go meet these people you talk to. Breakdown.
When? I look at it.
It's like an hour.
In an hour.
Oh, okay.
Adam, would I know anything about the? These are the ancient ones, right? Would I know
Yep.
anything about them through secondhand information or anything like that?
Mostly just what I was saying to Rio. So like the elf gang, they got kind of feelers and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm waiting to see how Breakdown responds to that.
Sure.
To what?
To the fact that we have a meeting in an hour with them. Like, what do you?
Well, we have to go.
But we're all going as a group.
I told him there would be 4 of us. I told him that 3 of us were not elves, so they shouldn't be surprised. Although I didn't say we'd have an orc,
Troll.
but troll.
Snap.
That's why I'm asking. Like, I don't know if I would go if I knew that they were racist again, or not racist, but like strongly.
No, they don't like. All they believe is that elves are the best. You're
Okay,
all not
but
as
they're-
you're all not as good as them, but it doesn't matter that you're a troll or a human or whatever.
They
All
hate
right.
everyone equally. It's beautiful.
They don't even like they can't work up enough emotive energy to hate you. Like if they wanted to hate you, they would like go out and kill you and stuff. But they're just like, you're all insects
Gotcha.
to us.
All right, yeah. Then I'm like, where are we meeting them? I'll meet you guys there. That way you don't have to get a special call from me or anything.
All right. We passed the info.
Yeah.
Where
And
are we meeting them?
Where does it say?
The address is in. Let me take a look at where it'd be. It's in Auburn. It's like southeast of Seattle.
Yep. So I'd take the information and be like, all right, I'll meet you guys there. I go out and get on my bike and ride off. And I assume
Okay.
they follow. And are you guys driving the van?
Yeah, we'll just take the van over there.
Yeah. So they follow in the van.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, let's cut to your meeting with Dr. Hotshot, he who conjures illusions from which no escape can be found.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah. So we swipe over to that, and you're outside like a biker bar. There's like a row of shiny black, expensive-looking motorcycles. There's the like the bar itself. There's a bunch of people out in the parking lot. It's like probably 11 at night. And yeah, most people around here are wearing black and green. And it looks like there's like not like a party necessarily, but like it's a bar, so there's a bunch of people like hanging out here. And you're supposed to meet Dr. Hotshot here.
Okay.
Is there like, are there tables? Like,
Well, you're still outside. So
okay.
I'm giving you an opportunity if there's a conversation you want to have before you go into the bar. Now would be the time.
Right.
Anything we need to know, Breakdown, before we venture into this?
I'm sure you noticed that elves are very long-winded, so this conversation might take a while, but the fact that we're able to meet with him personally at all is like a really good opportunity for us to find information. So please just be patient and try not to get upset if he calls you something derogatory.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking. I'm not. I'm gonna be a fly on the wall.
I guess that means that you should really do the talking. Breakdown.
Yeah, I'll try to take the lead and not ruin everything. Okay, let's go on in.
It's all you, Breakdown. Let's earn that other 0.5 or 0.5.
Okay. All right. So, what are you going in with? Are you all going in like full on like armor and guns and stuff, or are you leaving some stuff
What's
in the van?
acceptable? Like, what do we know about this place? What's acceptable?
If you were in the gang, it wouldn't matter. You could just carry around whatever guns you wanted. Breakdown might be allowed to carry. The rest of you are probably going to get like patted down.
Yeah, I don't bring anything then.
Okay.
I just keep my armor on and that's it.
Yeah, I keep my studded leather jacket on.
Yeah.
Rocking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I walked in with a firearm, that would not be good.
They probably would try to take it from you. Yeah.
Oh, I still have my concealed areas.
I mean, do we have a check? Is there a check?
Yes. If you try to conceal the weapon, then there's a target number for the bouncer to like take it off you.
I'll go in without weapons.
I'm wearing my good plaid. You know.
Okay. All right. So you walk up and break down. You're in the front. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. People are kind of like looking as you
right
walk.
before I walk in, I like do one of those.
Get it together.
I go in.
Okay. So you and your group walk up, and yeah, like the rest of them get like you'll get looks because you're together. And you walk up, and there's a bouncer. There's no line. There's a bunch of people standing around smoking cigarettes outside. The bouncer, he's just wearing like a muscle shirt or like an undershirt or whatever, and he's like super ripped, and he's got on both arms like tattoos of like knights, like elven knights fighting like unicorns with like their spears. There's some kind of like pitched unicorn knight battle going on like across his chest and both his arms.
I want that tattoo. That sounds amazing.
And you walk up, and he's got like a big bright green mohawk, and he's got his like nose pierced in his ear, and there's like a chain between the two. He's like epitome of 80s tough guy. And you walk up, and he looks at you because you're first breakdown. And he just gestures, like just nods his head for you to go in.
Okay. I go in.
Okay, so you walk in. Who's behind you?
I assume Bonbon.
Okay. So he steps in the way when Bonbon tries to go through.
Right, that's what I figured would happen.
Puts his hand up, and you understand in very short, very rude Sparethiel. It only takes like 30 seconds for him to say it, but he's basically like, "Step off, motherfucker." But very formal and like long-winded, but also like very subtly insulting.
I step out and I sort of like put myself between them, and I say, I know that this is not typical of what would I say? I would appreciate your allowing my companions to enter into this place, though they are but inconsequential beings. They are useful to me, and I need them beside me for the duration of the evening.
Make a charisma roll. Oh God. Target number 4.
Okay. All right. Okay, I can do this. Please. Oh my God. Ah.
Nice. Okay. So he puts his hands up, and he's like, basically just like, my apologies, stranger. I didn't realize that these trash belong to you. Your mayfly slaves may accompany you while you are in our tavern.
I thank you, sir, for your understanding, and I promise I will not allow them to stray very far.
Okay.
And then I
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
steps aside and like just watches you with scorn as the rest of you come inside.
oh god. like, like the second that we're like a little bit away from him, I just look like, oh Jesus. like
It's all right. It's all right. You're doing fine.
all right, I look around. Is it
Okay.
is it
So
obvious? like
you get inside and it's there's a band playing. There's like a stage at the back. There's a big crowd of people. The band is playing. They're playing like punk music, but it's in Sporethiel, so all the songs are like 20 minutes long. So there's an elven punk band playing at the back. It's super loud in here. There's a big crowd, mostly elves. And over at the bar, you can see there's like a couple of bartenders serving drinks. Everything in here, the decor is a combination of like like Renaissance fair and Irish pub. So like there's like big banners with like like a deer's head with like a crown on it and like all this kind of like medieval like LARP bullshit. But then also like like Guinness sponsorships and like it's like a regular like kind of trashy Irish bar. So you come in and there isn't immediately like oh my god, there's Dr. Hotshot.
right.
Yeah.
Shoot. I don't think I know. Did we didn't have any other information, did we?
No, but you could ask. You could just be like, hey, I'm here to see Dr. Hotshot.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. Approach somebody and what's
was
his
too easy,
what's his
though.
elvish name?
Oh yeah, like he who crafts illusions
Yeah.
from which there is no escape.
Hello, excuse me, friend. How would I manage to find amongst all of these lovely patrons he who blah 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 blah.
For sure. All right, you just grab like a waiter or something and ask?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of like looks you up and down and then gestures back at the like VIP area. He's like, back that way. There's like a back hall.
I like motion everybody to follow me, and then I walk that way.
Okay. All right.
I strut that way.
Cool. Nightas, you notice there's like an elf dude, like a kind of like punk looking elf guy. And he's just emerged from the like mosh pit. He's wearing his like leather jacket with like no shirt underneath, and he's wearing like super tight jeans and like Doc Martens. He comes out and his mohawk's all like sweaty and kind of like plastered down. He like looks up at you and gives you a look like, hey, what's up?
I give him the same look back because I'm like digging his style,
Okay.
Like, finally, someone who knows how to dress.
Yeah, he comes up to you and like puts his arm around you, and in like in English, though like accented English, he's like, "Can I buy you a drink?"
Is it this way? I have like important business.
No, he's like, yeah, like leaning you back towards the bar. He's like, "Come to the bar with me. Let's get
Are we
drinks."
like about to walk down a long hallway?
Yeah, your friends are headed towards the VIP area.
Oh, is there like velvet red?
No, but it's like
Things?
obviously you've been in enough bars to know like this is the place where if you're not meant to go that way, you just stay away from it. Like there's a tough looking dude standing outside, and like you can see people coming and going, but not.
Oh, okay. Oh, so then I just say, I'm busy right now, but if I catch you on the other side, I'll take one there. And I
Okay.
continue strutting towards the VIP area.
So you like extricate yourself from his arm. Okay, so you start to walk away, and he says to your back, he's like, "Fucking human trash."
You wish you could.
All right, so you all head down that back hallway, you come through to a smaller, quieter room, and this one is a little bit more like sort of like plush. Like there's like couches and there's a couple of like elves here, but they're not dressed. They're dressed like tough, but they're just a little like nicer and a little less like sort of gutter punk than everybody outside. And there's a guy who is sitting by himself, like in a big sort of like overstuffed chair, and he's got a cyber deck in his lap, and he's like tapping away. He looks like he's about, like, if he were human, you know, he would be probably in his early 20s. He's got like round sunglasses on the end of his nose. He's wearing a t-shirt with like the sleeves ripped off, and it has the big like green circle A on it. And he also has tattoos on both arms of like various like fantasy motif. And he's like decking away. He's got a shaved head, and he like looks up at you every time you come in, sees your friends, like rolls his eyes and kind of sighs and goes back to like whatever he was doing.
Okay. I approach him. And,
What do you say?
I say, hello,
Dr. Hotshot, I presume.
Yes, Dr. Hotshot, I presume. No, I use his long-winded fucking name. Say, hello, are you blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. He looks up and he like leans back, puts his hands behind his head, and he's like, damn right, motherfucker. And let's just cut there. This just goes to black.
Nice.
Cliffhanger.
Nice. All right, cool. Well, I think we're going to be playing again next Monday, so you guys can come back for that. But we'll let you know exactly when. Let's do some shout-outs, though, to wrap up the show. Dodger, you want to start us off?
Yeah. This episode was fun. I was so sad because there's a specific flashback that I thought I was building to twice, and it got ripped out from under me.
Oh.
But that's okay. That's okay. I'll find a good spot for it. Yeah, I'm loving the time skip so far. I think that it's breathed some new passion into our relationship with Mirrorshades. It's been great. And if you want to find me, you can find me at youtube.com/presshearttocontinue, at dexbonus on Twitter and all the other social medias. I am weeb trash, and I basically only talk about anime and dumb games. So enjoy.
There you go. Wheat, do some shout-outs.
Yo, you know where to find me. I'll see you again on Wednesday for Swan Song. You can find me on djWHEAT. I've been playing a lot of Rocket League lately. I fucking love that game. Spread your wings and fly, everyone. That's all I gotta say.
There you go. Adam, do some shout-outs.
I'm gonna take a little longer to make the Reddit Q&A this week because I'm gonna write it in Sporethial, so I'll see you in like
Jesus.
see y'all in 3 or 4 days. Yeah, so thanks for coming. I love episodes where we get to like pick apart little weird things about Shadowrun. I think people in chat are starting to see the direction that this particular Shadowrun is headed, so I hope y'all are excited for that. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Skinny Ghost if you want to see more of the things that I do, and all you have to do is wait 2 days for more of me GMing. So Swan Song on Wednesday. Stick around for that. And I guess it's dinosaur time at twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. So dinosaurs that way.
There you go.
Dinos.
I'm probably gonna go play right now. It's starting.
Last but not least, Kaitlyn, do some shout-outs.
Thanks everyone for watching. Everyone who played. I absolutely love Mirrorshades. Fucking awesome. Everyone does such a good job. Yeah, you know where to find me as well. Underscores and that kind of stuff. I'm probably going to play Hearthstone while I pass out and stream it in a couple minutes. But it doesn't mean that I've switched from StarCraft to Hearthstone at all. So if anyone talks about that, I don't know. Just block them. Just do this to them.
Tell them they suck. Talk to the
Yeah,
hand.
tell them they suck.
There you go.
Whatever.
Whatever. Oh, you heard Kaitlyn switch to Hearthstone? Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, good
That's
stuff. We'll let you guys know when we're playing again. I'll do the rest of my shout-outs when we close out. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching Mirrorshades. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.